He's the program coordinator of Generation Q, a drop-in social and support group for LGBTQ youth under 21 located here in Northampton. And before he comes up, I just want to say something. How many of you have ever done any community activism? Raise your hand. How many of you were really irritated with the people you were doing it with by the second day of doing it? 14 years of activism? Wow, that is really saying something. Let's welcome him warmly. Alexander Pangborn.
How's everyone doing? Awesome. So, I wrote a little thing here. I was going to speak off the cuff, but I tend to not be so good with that, and I ramble, and I would have been up here for like half an hour with Lewis dragging me off the stage, so I wrote something instead. Today is a historic event because today we are celebrating who we are. Too often we have gathered to honor and remember our dead, and in honoring them and their struggles and triumphs, we honor ourselves. But we're also reminded that we cannot focus solely on our losses. We must acknowledge our grief and outrage, but ultimately we must let it fuel our drive to create a community and world where all people are treated with dignity and respect. I believe that day will come, but not without struggle, and not if we choose to forget our individual or community histories. They say that history is written by the victor. And while that may be true, it is also true that history is made by those who refuse to be quiet, refuse to live lives of quiet desperation, and perhaps most of all, refuse to apologize for who they are. Today is a day of joyous remembrance and a chance to look forward. It's a day for celebrating our individuality, embracing the differences in our brothers and sisters. It's a day to show our younger community members that there's a growing community of people who will be there to support them and guide them. I, for one, am honored to be here sharing this day with you, and I'm grateful for all the people who invested their time, energy, hearts, and souls to make this day happen. Those of you who know me well will know that I would be remiss if I did not share with you a quote from folk singer, activist, and humanitarian Joan Baez. All of us are survivors, but how many of us transcend survival? I challenge each of us to do this every day, for ourselves, for your loved ones, your community, and for those who went before us. Transcend beyond mere survival, and most of all, raise your voice. Be the change you wish to see in the world may seem a cliche, but each of you are doing this simply by being here today. So let your voices be heard beyond this space, beyond this day. Embrace your identity as a human being of dignity and worth beyond gender definitions, and join with your community in creating the change that you wish to see. Thank you everyone for showing up.